Exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show. This is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Kim Stricker's Hook and Look. The term blow-through is an expression used to describe a cut in a landmass which allows wind to funnel through it. On a lake, this condensed airstream pushes water through these areas, creating a wind-driven current, and most likely, a good fishing hole. Some blow-through areas are much more apparent than others. Take, for instance, an open channel between two islands. More savvy anglers, however, will also seek out less apparent blow-throughs, like those formed between two underwater humps. For it's the current produced in these particular areas that position bait fish. Toss a bit of irregular structure in the mix, and you have the perfect scenario for foraging smallmouth bass.
Look at the belly on that fish.
Big belly full of gobies.
Nestled between the waters of Green Bay and Lake Michigan, Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin is proud of its vital maritime heritage. But it's the allure of Great Lakes smallmouth bass which has enticed the Hook and Look crew and Bassmaster Elite Series champion Jonathon VanDam to this historic waterfront.
Now it looks like the water's down a couple of feet.
Yeah, I noticed that at the ramp too, you know, some of the older lines and stuff on the seawalls. It looks like it's probably, I'd say about 2 feet.
2 feet. That's one thing with the Lake Master maps is you've got the ability to change the water level offset. So we're going to change it, and I'll hit menu, go over to chart, come down to water level offset, and we're going to take it down by its low 2 feet. And we'll exit out of that. And it changes the whole Lake Master map. So all the depths offset by 2 feet. Now it's accurate.
That's got to be good and really nice, especially for, you know, some of those southern reservoirs and stuff where they fluctuate the water for winter pool and that kind of thing. That'll be a really good feature for, you know, if they're fishing down there.
See the rock?
Yeah, see this here, this is, so you can see the pick up to some scattered rock on the side imaging there. We're right off the end of this point. This point kind of comes off then this island back here and comes right out here, and then some deeper water blows through in between here. And we're kind of right on that edge right now, some scattered rock, you know, some rock, bigger boulders and stuff down there too, it looks like, so.
Start right here?
Yeah, start right here.
Ooh, look at there, look at there, look at there.
Get out of the way.
Get out of my way.
Oh, no.
Look at that. So that's the game we're playing. Get down there, Kim, get down there. Oh, yeah.
Good. You got him? Yeah. Good one? You need
no,
that?
He's not what we caught that last time. But he's not a bad fish.
No, he's not bad at all.
He's not bad at all. God, they're fun.
I think I gave up on him a little too early, didn't I?
All right. Not very big, but fun. All right. Let's catch another. But you drop it down where there's one, boy, he just jumps on it.
They get aggressive like that when they're doing, you know, that kind of deal. I mean, you're basically hitting them on top of the head with it, though, you know.
Yep.
So, I think a lot of it sometimes is almost a reaction strike. There's one. Got him.
All right.
I don't know how big he is. He feels pretty decent. Not a bad one. Oh! You saved me.
I just caught one.
He's a little guy. Cute as a button.
If you like what you see on today's program, be sure to like us on Facebook as well. Coming up next, Kim and John start catching them 2 at a time. Stay tuned. Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better. Seagar, always the best. And by Boat US Angler.
Look at that one. See, he's right on the bottom.
Like that one?
Good one?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, man, look at them things.
They dig,
Dig.
don't they?
And I dig it.
That's a better one.
Not a bad fish. All right. Man, he gobbled it too, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. You got it.
He got it good.
That's for sure.
Real good. Probably too good. Let me get some clippers.
Yeah, you got that one good, didn't you?
He gobbled it, but it won't take him long. That will rot right out.
Wait.
Drop shot off there, and he'll be able to dissolve that hook, and no worse for the wear. Off he goes. I'm marking one right below the boat. Marking one. Ooh, it looks good. Looks good. Get down. Hey, get out of my hole.
First one down wins.
There's a couple fish. There's more than one fish.
Got him. This is a better one.
Ooh, that is a better fish. Now that was rotten.
First one wins.
That was. Well, how about that? Told you there was more than one.
All right. That's fine. Let's see who's bigger. How are we gonna do this whole net?
Man, that is a good fish. I'm gonna net them both. I think.
I got it. I'm gonna pull a one-hander.
This is more like it. That shows you when you get on them.
We're on both sides.
That line's good in there.
Oh, you got one.
I'll get yours. Oh,
there we
now
go.
that's more like it.
That's a little better.
That was kind of crazy, wasn't it? But you got right in there and you snuck up on.
Dude, this first one.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
First one down, yeah. Don't you know, when you're fishing with someone, if you see them down there, you just keep your mouth shut and then you drop down there. Oh, I got him.
I was just providing commentary. I didn't
I think you got mine though. Yours is bigger. I think you got them.
But that shows you when you do get on them.
Oh yeah, in the summertime they do that. You know, they school up in little wolf packs. You know, they feed, you know, and work together to, you know, trap bait fish and stuff. And that's really, when you get one, usually you'll get a couple. You know.
Mine wasn't coming undone for nothing. There we go. That's nice.
Not bad, huh?
Nice big old bronze fish.
When you're fishing areas like we were fishing out here, there's, you know, with no defined piece of structure, the sonar, you really have to rely on it pretty heavily. And that's what we were doing. A lot of these fish we caught were actually vertically right under the boat. We saw them on the Humminbird 2D sonar. And that really was the easiest way to be able to locate these fish and that weren't relating to anything. Most cases, when you're fishing vertically like that, all you have to do is you just drop it right next to the trolling motor. And as soon as that bait hits the bottom, you know, pick it up, and 9 times out of 10 they'll be there. You might have to, you know, give the bait a little bit of action from time to time, but, you know, most cases those fish are pretty aggressive. You know, you can even tell by the way they act on the sonar, you know, that they're gonna, you know, bite fairly easily. He ain't a bad one, that's for sure.
Net boy, come on up here.
He doesn't want to. And you can't really make them do what they don't want to do.
That's exactly
I'm just going to tell you that now. You know that. All right, I think we're getting close. Here he comes.
Very nice. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that one. You the man.
He ain't bad at all.
You the man. Nice. You just chomped on that thing.
They're fat, you know, that's for sure.
That is fun. Good job, Jonathan.
An informative underwater segment you won't want to miss is coming right up after these messages. Stay tuned. In the Sturgeon Bay area, Boat US angler members in need of assistance are directed to Bay Marine, home of Towboat US Captain Matt Fellhofer. Matt shares some details in regard to their reliable towing service.
We put this boat into service about 5 years ago. It's actually a 1944 Coast Guard 30 with a single Detroit diesel in it, and it'll tow just about anything. Towing around Sturgeon Bay area is a little unique in that we've got a lot of reefs, a lot of rock shoals, and a lot of real unpredictable weather. So what we deal with around Sturgeon Bay are catching people off guard when they either don't know their boat, don't know the waters, or just don't understand the conditions. A couple of the unique tows that we've had in the last season or two, a couple small cabin cruisers had departed Sturgeon Bay, headed for Frankfort, Michigan last season, and did not have the navigational equipment and the experience to really cross the lake in the conditions that they headed out in. And got onto the lake, found the conditions unbearable, so they turned around to come home, and unfortunately went to the south side of the break wall and ended up on shore. That was a pretty significant exercise on our part. Took 2 towboats and a crew of 4 to pull them off in pretty rough conditions. So that's what we deal with here in Sturgeon Bay.
Well, it wouldn't be a hook and look episode without a bass eye perspective. So Kim and Danny Stricker prepared to descend to the bottom to obtain a first-hand surveillance of the underwater landscape and its inhabitants.
It's chilly on my winky.
Are you guys seeing them down there?
Oh man, this is awesome. We come to this spot, they're good-sized bass.
Awesome, good deal.
Yeah, this guy's like a fat 5 to 6 pounder. And I tell you what, they're never alone. As soon as you see one, they got a buddy with them. Damn, my dad's been following these fish pretty good. They're standing like 2 foot in front of them. And they just swim right along with them. You've got clumps of rock, big chunk rock, and all of a sudden you'll have a giant boulder. The smallmouth, you know, kind of gather around those areas.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like right where they should be, you know, those little oddities, those, you know, isolated boulders sound perfect.
And not only is that easy to pick up on the ground and drop a drop shot down, but just like you say, you know, you come back to those areas, and as soon as you see that arc when you got a bass, it's like playing a video game, drop down on them. And you guys have been pretty successful just picking up those stragglers.
While Jonathan and I were fishing, we kept our eyes glued on the fish finder. Whenever our boat happened to be positioned directly above some smallmouth, this is how they appeared on the Humminbird 2D sonar screen. One of the benefits of 2D sonar is that the color and thickness of the arcs displayed reflect the strength of the sonar return, and in turn portray the size and density of the fish. The amount of yellow and red in this reading told us that this was no little fish, and we need to catch this one. You'll also notice the digital display in the upper left corner telling us our boat is positioned with a bottom depth of 19 feet. More importantly, the depth scale on the right shows us the fish are holding directly below us and just a couple feet off the bottom, an ideal scenario for a drop shot rig.
I think you are right about that hook. It does keep it more level. That bait itself is so natural. You know, it's so nimble in the water. It keeps horizontal when it's moving, and it's such a great bait.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the best part about that bait is it just doesn't take hardly any movement to give it just a lot of action, you know, so you don't have to sit there and shake your rod tip.
Take a close look. You'll notice my line is practically indiscernible in this clear water. The fact is, no fluorocarbon line is 100% invisible, but Seaguar Tatsu fluorocarbon is as close as any line can get to the refractive index of water, thus making it virtually invisible.
What's crazy is a lot of times that weight isn't even noticeable. The moss on the bottom is just thick enough that it hides that drop shot weight. When the bait's moving, that drop shot's kind of causing a little smoke trail behind it. It just moves through that soft moss, kind of picks it up. And I think a lot of times that'll kind of make the bass interested, see what's crawling around the bottom. Then when they look up, right in their faces and drop with it. That's all you need, that little action right there, and you'll get that strike. What's really surprising, John, is all the gobies that I'm seeing on the bottom. They're not that big. Right here, they're like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches long gobies. They're actually small. But there are a lot of them.
Coming up, a couple of fatties come into play. Sorry, Kim, I really didn't mean you. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Power Pole. Swift, silent, secure. Deep Blue Coffee. Dive in. Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. And by Evinrude E-Tech, power, performance, and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance.
Drop on that one, drop, 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 drop. That's a big one right there, drop on him.
Look at that fish, look at that. Ooh, I got him, I got him, I got him.
It's a big one there too.
That is a good one. But just seeing them out, ooh, that is a nice fish. Look at the size of this one.
Holy cow.
That's a good one.
Look at that one there. Oh my
look at
God.
Look at the belly on it. Look at the,
Wow.
it's like a carp. Holy cow. look at the belly on it. Look at the way it's shaped. It's shaped like a bluegill.
Are you kidding me right now?
Look at the size of that thing.
Look at
the belly on that fish.
Is it real?
Look at that thing. It looks like me.
I can't say that I've seen one like that, to be honest with you. Not that fat.
Look how fat it is.
It looks like it literally swallowed like a football.
Oh.
Softball.
Look at that little old dream shot worm. That's KVD Magic, huh?
Wow.
That's an incredible belly. Look at that.
He's been stocking up on something good.
No kidding.
Big belly full of gobies.
Look at the girth on that thing. Great Lake smallmouth, boy.
Look, it looks like a goldfish almost, man. It's not even normal.
That is awesome. Well, good. I'm glad you pointed that out on the hummingbird. Oh, is that a beautiful fish?
I don't even know how big that thing would be. Usually, you catch one, it's really long. It's like, that's like a 5-pounder.
Craziness.
There's one.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I dropped right on top of that one too. I think it feels like a good one. Yeah, that's another big one too.
Man,
look at this one.
That is a big one. Oh. Yes. Oh, man.
There you go.
I'd say we finally got on something.
There you go. Look how he ate that dream shot too. Choked it. That KVD Magic's a perfect color for these Great Lakes too.
Now that is the color that you won the Elite on.
Yeah, this is the color I won the Elite on. Was this the KVD Magic? Stop it. Stop. You stop it right now. There we go. Look at it.
Dud.
That's a good one too. Huh?
Beautiful. Okay, now while you're down, I'm gonna catch one.
Yeah, I hear you. So what happens, you find, you get out here, you'll go for a while, a good long while, you won't get a bite, and all of a sudden you'll hit a flurry,
And that's it. But that's what's nice about having the GPS.
Oh,
is
yeah.
You mark that spot and you can just come right back to it,
Exactly,
drift off it,
right
back
to it.
Only steps away from the beautiful waters of Sturgeon Bay, the Hook and Look crew resided at the lodge at Latham Smith. This newly renovated resort not only caters to fishermen, but is loaded with favorite amenities as well. Each morning, the gang enjoyed a complimentary hot breakfast, including made-to-order omelets. The lodge at Latham Smith, affordable and highly recommended.
Well, once again, we had a great time and shared some laughs with Jonathon. He's a talented kid with a bright future in this sport. On our next episode, we'll get him in the gunch with my good friend, professional guide, Marcel Veenstra. The new Rage Menace grub proves to be the deal in the matted scum. Then my son Danny exposes the secrets beneath the slimy canopy. We're slop fishing next week on Hook and Look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.